It is going down, and it will not be going back up unless it reemerges in the Gulf and moves off towards Louisiana. That's a wild card in this, but if it does that, we'll be on the dry side of this, and we certainly won't have to worry about it. The wind factor is gone for us as far as Harvey. It is going to be on the breezy side, and then temporarily in some of these squalls that I'm going to show you in a minute, the winds will pick up, but it's only temporary, as the perhaps flooding rains will only be temporary, and by the time it actually starts to flood, the rain will abate and have moved on. So east-northeast at 2, so it's basically stationary. That pressure is up from 990 to 992. We talked about that. If you really want to get into the nuts and bolts of tropical storm development and degeneration, this is it right here. What the pressure does, pressure dropping, it's going to increase. Pressure rising, as it's doing now, it's going to decrease. So we are all good with the trend on Harvey right now. And again, it's up near Cuero, Texas. It's about 100 miles east of San Antonio. And again, it's only moving at 2 miles an hour. Now, this is the map from the Hurricane Center on their forecast projections for this, and it's going to kind of meander around overnight and into early Sunday morning, and then it's going to continue Sunday afternoon in that region, and then drop southeast by Monday afternoon with about 35-mile-an-hour winds. So it's going to come back in the area, and on this path, this may actually increase it a little bit. This is as far as it goes, though. May actually retrograde back to the west towards Del Rio beyond Monday, and if it does, that would move the axis of this west of us and bring in some more tropical moisture and increase the rainfall here the end of next week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But in the meantime, because it's going to be meandering around and still in central and south central Texas, flash flood watch is out through Wednesday evening. This is put out for the area for the National Weather Service. So that flash flood watch is in green underneath the rain that's moving through. We've had these bands off and on all day, and it's raining right now in Corpus Christi, but it's raining heaviest and most persistent up near the center of circulation right here, and on up to Gonzales and Schulenburg, and then off to the east towards Houston. There may actually in these areas here be very heavy rain. The Hurricane Center is still talking about the possibility of 40 inches of rain around Houston. I think that's a little strong, but nonetheless, our rain could still be in the 5 to 10 inch rain this week, but it's not going to happen in one day, and so that's nothing that we certainly can't handle. New Braunfels along 35 there, and then over to Giddings, seen some very heavy rain up in the eastern parts of the region. As far as the Doppler radar right now, it shows a light to moderate rain across the city. That's what we're getting on out towards 44 into Robstown. It diminishes out around Agua Dulce and Banquete and Violet. And then we also have a little bit of a pocket of moderate rain coming down 35 from Rockport to Aransas Pass. That's going to move out to the island and Port Aransas. And then a little heavier activity from Beeville west towards George West, and then just east of the Three Rivers. This is another band that's coming through. Here's the heavy rain that we had so far in the region, and it's been up over 10 inches just to our north and east, about 4 to 5.5 inches of rain around Aransas Pass and Ingleside on the Bay, and hour by hour we're going to see off and on rain showers. Notice this computer model here has it raining at 9 o'clock, but it drops off at 10. The bottom line, off and on showers this evening and overnight, and the winds continuing to slowly come down a bit with the drier conditions overnight as this moves on. Wind gusts are not an issue right now. Here is the future tracker on those winds, though, and they are generally slowing down. These are the actual gusts, and again, these are a little on the high side, but nonetheless, the overall trend here is down. Notice by Sunday evening, a gust of 22 miles an hour is not bad. Sustained winds, of course, far less than that. Future tracker on rainfall again shows this movement where we see the shower activity tomorrow afternoon, mainly north of the coastal bend. Just a few showers here and there on into the midnight hour. But then as that track from the Hurricane Center sinks south, so does the rainfall here on Monday. And as you can see, pretty heavy there around Victoria, and then dropping into northern sections of the coastal bend, and then much of the coastal bend on Tuesday afternoon. So that is the latest on that. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. Again, 75 and 83 with less rain tomorrow, picking up here on Monday, still around on Tuesday, and then a lot less rain here on Wednesday as far as that goes, with rainfall increasing here. Then if it the remnant low tracks back to the west on Friday and Saturday. If it tracks to the east, and then it moves back out into the Gulf, we won't have to worry about it because it'll take off, but we'll be on the dry side and it won't be raining at all Saturday and Sunday. But right now, it's certainly a significant possibility, so I've left it in there in the forecast and lowered the temperatures into the low 80s. So, Lee, Stephania.
All right, thank you, Dale. We want you